Modern cars are safer than ever, but sometimes those systems that are designed to help keep us safe on the road end up hurting more than they help. One of those times is in winter weather conditions under specific circumstances. Have you ever been stuck trying to climb a steep hill in a snowstorm, only to find yourself stuck halfway up, even on a road that's been treated, plowed, and seems to be relatively clear? No matter how hard or soft you hit the gas, the wheels just spin and the car goes nowhere. Now, there certainly are a ton of reasons why that might occur. There could be ice on the road that you can't see. You could have poor or badly worn tires. But there is one more cause that is often overlooked by a lot of drivers in modern vehicles: the traction control system. While designed to maintain vehicle stability and traction during adverse weather conditions or in certain types of emergency situations, it can cause more problems than it helps, especially when you're trying to pull up a hill in the middle of winter during a snowstorm or directly following one. Traction control works by sensors that detect wheel spin, in particular with relation to the drive tires. When loss of traction is detected, it will either reduce engine power or modulate the braking system, or both, to reduce that spin and regain traction. In nearly all driving conditions, this is the best thing that can happen because it will maintain the vehicle's contact with the road surface and make sure that you can steer and accelerate and brake. But in winter conditions, when you try to climb a steep hill, traction control can leave you stranded halfway up a roadway. Even if the road's been plowed and seems to be well treated, the amount of friction that your tire can maintain against the road surface to propel you up that hill can be lost as traction control detects the slippage of the tires and does its thing. As anyone who off-roads will tell you, the two things that get you up a hill when it's slippery is momentum and power. And traction control in this scenario will generally take those two things away from you exactly when you need it the most. So what do? Traction control is one of the few vehicle safety systems that you can actually turn off whenever you want. Sometimes it's more complicated than others depending on the vehicle make and model, but it's generally a safety system that can be turned off. I can remember a specific snowstorm in a place where I used to live that had a fairly high degree hill to get up to the next level of this one particular small roadway. And even in my rear-wheel drive vehicle, I had very little trouble getting up this hill as long as I could maintain my momentum and maintain my traction the whole way up the hill. And I turned my traction control off just before starting the ascent. With traction control on, if I caught a slick spot about halfway up the hill, I would lose traction, lose momentum, and be stuck. This was a fact that I came to know certainly very well, but during one particularly bad snowstorm, a myriad of vehicles got stuck in the same point up this hill. While walking to the store, I helped get a number of people unstuck out of that situation, and in every single scenario, the traction control needed to be turned off. Traction control should always be turned right back on again, but this is a rare instance where a system designed for safety can end up putting you in a bad place. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.